Hey guys, this is the solutions video for Selective Prep Mathematics, test number 20. Again, we'll have no overview this week. There will probably be an overview next week, although I'm not 100% sure at this point in time. Okay, so for this week, we'll get straight into the questions again. So for question 1, for a pizza making competition, Wario uses 32% of the tomato sauce while Waluigi uses 17%. Okay, so there's a 15% difference. Now the total amount of amount available is 12 liters, or let's say 12,000 milliliters times 0.15, because that's 15%. Okay, we're finding how much more Wario used than Waluigi. Okay, which is 15%. So that's just the same as 120 times 15. Let's just do 15 times 12. So 0, 2, and then 15. So that's 170 times 10. So, whoa, what's going on here? Something has gone wrong. I just don't know what it is. 0, so, right, sorry, that should have been 3. So 2 times 5 is 10, and I forgot to carry the 1 over. So let's not rush things too much. This should be 1800, okay, or 1.8 liters. Price of a package of a cookie is $3.20. A box of 15 of these packages is $39. So how much cheaper is it to buy the large box than to buy 15 individual packages of cookies? So $3.20 times 15. Okay, or let's just do 32 times 15 divided by 10 later, because that's easier. So 32 times 15, 5. Okay, we're going to carry the 1 up this time. We're not going to forget. 0, 8, 4. So it's going to be $48 for a box of separate 15. A box of 15 separate cookie packages. Sorry, that took me way too long to say, but it's going to be $9 more expensive if it's $48. Now, Craig took 8 minutes to vacuum his living room, which is 2.5 times longer than vacuuming the bedroom. So the bedroom is 8 divided by 2.5. Okay, that's a bit obscure, that number. 3 times longer than his kitchen, and twice as long as, so 3 minutes, which is 2 times longer than vacuuming the bedroom, 3 times longer than his kitchen, so 8 divided by 3, and twice as long as vacuuming his study. So that's 4 minutes to vacuum his study. So it's 12, these two added together, 12. 8 divided by 3 is 2 2/3. So this is 2 2/3. 8 divided by 2.5 is very weird. It's going to be 3 and, oh gosh. Or we could alternatively do 16 divided by 5. So 2.5 would be something 0.4. So it could be, I think it's 2 and 4 over 10. No, 3 and 4 over 10. Sorry, I'm getting a bit confused. 0, 0, 0. 16 divided by 5 is going to be 3. That leaves 1, 3.2. Okay, 3.2. So that's 3 and 1/5 minutes. So 12 and add 3 and 2. So that's going to be 17 something. And then 1/5 and 2/3. Okay, that doesn't add up to 1. So it should be 17 and something. So it should be 17 minutes and 52 seconds. If you want to clarify whether that's 52 seconds, you can. It will work out. But I will not waste time on adding fractions, because you guys can do that. All right, graph shows the distance from home during a holiday drive. What point represents a time when they'll stop for lunch? So distance, if it's increasing, it means they're moving. If it's flat, it means they're staying on the same spot, so it has to be Q. If it's increasing again, they're moving away from home, and then if it's decreasing, they're moving towards home. Now, a delivery boy earns $15,000 per year. After each year, he's paid an extra $2,000. So in the 8th year, so in the first year, he only gets $15,000. Don't do 2,000 times 8 and then add it on, because you didn't get paid an extra $2,000 on the first year. So it should be 2,000 times 7, which is 14,000, and then add that to the 15,000, that's 29,000. All right, there's an object moving around a point to form a perfect circle. However, after every 5 minutes, the radius of the circle increases by 4 meters. If the original circle had a radius of 2 meters, what is the area of the new circle after an hour? So 4 meters times 12, so 48, plus had a radius of 2 meters at the start, so it's going to be 50 meters equals new radius. So 50 meters, so area equals pi r squared. So it's going to be 2,500 times pi. So pi is 3.14. The only number big enough to be that is 7,850. Okay, so 2,500 times 3 is 7,500 times 0.1 plus the 0.14 would probably be something around 7,850. None of the other numbers work out for us. Okay, so it has to be part E. 2,500 and 2,500 repeats, so you know it's not going to be B or D. A and C are just too small. Alright, on Monday last week, Megan started to learn the Chinese language. Every day she learned 15 new Chinese characters. But when she woke every morning, she'd forgotten 6 of them. Wow. Okay, so she forgets easily, which means she basically learns 9 a day. But at the end of the day, she hasn't forgotten them yet. So you need to keep that in mind. So it's 15 and then forget 6. So it's 9 on the second morning. And then plus 15. So day 1, so one morning, let's say one morning is 15, one night is 15, 2 morning is 9, 2 night is 24, 3 morning is 18. So I'm just going to write these out: 3 night, 4 morning, 4 night, 5 morning, 5 night, 6 morning, 6 night. Okay, this one takes a little bit of time, but it is what it is. So 18 plus 15 is 33, minus 6 is 27, plus 15 is 42, minus 6 is 36, plus 15 is 51, minus 6 is 45, plus 15 is 60. So on the 6th day, 6 days after Monday, or on the 6th day, you would have 60, which would be your Saturday, because that is the 6th day. All right, question 8. Anne has 74 more than Chris. So let's say Chris is C plus 74. And, Jason has 8 times more than Chris, so 8C. Now 8C plus C plus 74 equals 155, which means 9C plus 74 equals 155. Subtract 74 from 155 is 85.81, so 9C equals 81, C equals $9. Something's gone wrong there again. So A equals C plus 74, J, 8J, has 80, has 80 times as much as Chris. So 80C, I've read that wrong, so it should be 81, oops. So 80C plus C, so that should be 81C plus 74 equals 155. Move the 74 over, so it should be just C equals 81. 81C equals 81, so C equals 1. 9, Sarah goes to school at 9 a.m., studies until 3:30 p.m. She had recess for 25 minutes and lunch for 1 hour. If each of Sarah's classes is 1 hour and 1 minute long, how many different classes does Sarah have on a normal school week? Okay, so a normal school day is 6.5 hours long, but if you get rid of all 6 hours, let's say 6 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, but if you get rid of all the breaks, it's going to be 5 hours and 5 minutes. So in each class, each day she has 5 classes, but throughout the normal school week, which is 5 days, she has 25. Now, Frank is given a 30-minute head start in a 42-kilometer race with Gary. Frank runs at 5 kilometers per hour. Okay, Gary runs at 7. So Gary takes 6 hours to finish. Frank runs 5 kilometers per hour, so he's going to take 8 hours and then 2/5 of an hour, and 24 minutes. So if he's only given 30-minute head start, then it's going to take him, technically it's going to take him 7 hours and 56 minutes since Gary's, or after Gary starts. Okay, so 7 hours 56 minutes, which means that 54 minutes. We're only subtracting 30 minutes. So 54 minutes after Gary starts, which means that he finishes an hour and 54 minutes behind. So it's going to be 60 plus 54 equals 114 minutes. So he finishes 114 minutes behind Gary. Alright, so that is the end of the solutions video. Good job, guys. Hopefully that one wasn't too bad. I think there were some questions which were a bit tricky, but if you had trouble with those, go back over those and kind of make sure, or one, actually take note of where I went wrong and don't make the same mistakes, and two, try and go over those again and kind of strengthen your knowledge on that by repeating it. Okay, so that is the end for this video. I may or may not see you in the next video, but I guess you guys find that out then. Okay, so take it easy. I will see you when